Kaunteya Sarvan Bandhuna Vakshitan Kripaya Paraya Vishto Vishidhan Idam Abhavid. All of them, Samiksha, after seeing Saha, he, Kaunteya, Sant Kunti, Sarvan, all kinds of Bandhu relatives, Avasthita, situated, by compassion, Paraya, of a high grade, Avasthita, overwhelmed, Vishidhan, by lamenting, Idam, thus, Apravit, spoke. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. When the son of Kunti, Arjuna, saw all the different grades of friends and relatives, he became overwhelmed with compassion and spoke thus. Please repeat. When the son of Kunti, Arjuna, saw all these different grades of friends and relatives, he became overwhelmed with compassion and spoke thus. We don't have a purport here. So this words, previously I was giving the class about Arjuna's, where he was attached to his family members, and hence he could not kill them. So I was explaining why was he afraid to kill? Because his identity is connected with the family, right? If let's say I kill my son, then I'm no longer a father, correct? So I was explaining it as that when we die, death is very fearful because all relationships that we have in this life becomes nothing, right? Everything is taken away within a second. So it causes great fear because we identify with this body. We think that I am this temporary body and these are my friends, my relatives, and we cannot bear the separation from these temporary things. So, but prior to that explanation, in today's verse, we can see that Arjuna actually, the first feeling he had, why he did not want to fight the war, was actually compassion. He says the word kripaya. So this compassion is very a symptoms of a devotee. If somebody says they are a devotee, then you can see that actually they have compassion within their hearts for all living beings. Like you can see here. Janasya Krishna Vimuktasya Daiva Adharmasilasya Sudukshitasya Anukhyaya Charanti Munam Bhutani Bhavayani Janardanasya. O my Lord, great philanthropic souls travel on the earth on behalf of the Supreme Personality of Godhead to show compassion to the fallen souls who are averse to the sense of subordination to the Lord. So you can see the real philanthropic work is actually to enlighten the souls who are suffering in this material world about their eternal relationship with Krishna. Now, let's see an example here. Let's say you are a son of a billionaire. Let's say your father is Bill Gates. One day you will go missing, and after missing for many years, you are stuck in the. Let's say you do not know how to go back home, and you're totally lost, and you're begging on the streets, right? Maybe let's say you're a 10 years old child, and you're just suffering in the streets. So somebody saw you suffering, and they came and give you. It's raining, Somebody comes and give you an umbrella. Please take this umbrella. It's raining. That is compassion, right? Somebody comes and gives you a blanket because it's very cold at night to sleep. Sometimes when we go to Vrindavan, we see many kids, they are begging, right? Sometimes we gave our jacket also to help them in the cold. So there is a certain degree of help. And you see they're hungry, you buy some food, okay, please take some prashadam, take some pasta from ISKCON. So there is also compassion. But the highest compassion is somebody comes and he recognizes you as the son of Bill Gates. And he says, why are you suffering here? Let me take you back to your father. Which is greater help then? Yeah, you can help someone. You can give him food, shelter, every little bit day by day. But if you connect him with his eternal father, wouldn't Bill Gates be able to take care of him better than you? Right? So real compassion comes when you have knowledge of who is the Father. Bhoktaram Yakitapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. Who is the Suhirdam Sarvabhutanam? Who is the friend of every living entity? Krishna. When you understand that Krishna is the Supreme Lord and He is the He is the supreme protector of everyone. He is the supreme father of everyone. If you know this knowledge, and then you try to educate everyone about this knowledge, wouldn't Krishna be able to save them like Bill Gates is able to take care of his son, right? Wouldn't Krishna be able to give more welfare, unlimited welfare to the lost soul than what you can do materially in this lifetime for the soul? Right? So the highest philanthropic work is to educate people of their lost connection to Krishna. Jivere Swarupa Hoy Krishnare Nityadas, to remind everyone that you are actually a Nitya, you are a servant, Nitya Dasa, or we call Sesha and Seshi. Sesha means one who is meant for the service of the Sheshi, the Supreme Lord. And the Ananta Sesh is the most perfect servant of the Lord. Ananta means unlimited. You see, Ananta Sesh, when he appeared, when Lord needs an umbrella, he becomes an umbrella. When Lord needs a shoe, he becomes a shoe. When Lord needs to sit down, he becomes the seat. So in every way, Ananta Sesh or Balaram or Lord Nityananda, they are serving the Lord. Balaram expends himself as all the paraphernalia of the Lord to serve him. Similarly, we are also Sesha. When we say Sesha, it means Sesha means there is end. It comes to he has reached the end of all perfection of service. The ultimate perfection of service is reached by Ananda Sesh. And not only he engaged in the service, he glorifies the Lord with his 1,000-hooded tongue. He's chanting the glories and pastimes of the Lord continuously. So similarly, we are actually also part and parcel of the Lord. We are meant for that service. We are meant to be the Sesha. He is the Seshi. He is the one who enjoys. He is the enjoyer, and we are the enjoyed. This is the eternal relationship that we share, and this cannot be changed. Your constitutional position to serve is always there. Even if you say, I will not serve God, I do not believe in God, you are serving your family, right? You're serving your country, your society, your community, your nation. That service cannot be taken out. Just like if you take this MacBook, you bring this to hell or you bring this to heaven, it will function as the same MacBook. You cannot change his constitutional position as a MacBook, right? So now what happened is, unfortunately, we have forgotten the Lord, we have disconnected, and we have been covered in avidya, ignorance. Just like the Lord is like the sun, and we are like the small sunshine. Sometimes the sunshine gets covered by the clouds, right? So similarly, now we are covered, and we are denying the source of our existence. We say that He doesn't even exist, right? So we become, imagine you are living in a house. Most of you all are renting a house, right? From India, Singapore. So you have to pay rental every month to your landlord. Imagine your landlord comes one day and then you say, I don't know who you are. I don't even believe in you. You don't exist. I'm not going to pay the bills. I'm not paying a single cent for the electric bills. I don't care about the rent. What will happen to you? You get kicked out. You break the tenancy agreement, you get kicked out. And here we are denying our Creator. We are denying the Supreme Lord who has given us this temporary body, and we are misusing the body for our own enjoyment instead of using it for the pleasure of the Lord. So how? But the Lord still allows you to do it, or you do it, and you're trying to exploit the senses to enjoy, right? You're trying every other ways. Every day you wake up, you're planning, how shall I enjoy today? How shall I lead my life? Like, how can I get extract the most enjoyment today for my senses? And as you keep doing this, you realize that you are not happy at all. And that is why the Guru comes. The Guru comes to show compassion, you see, kripaya, to the fallen souls. Because we have become insubordinate to the Lord and we are not happy in that way. So he comes to remind us who we are. So this is real compassion. So here Arjuna is showing the symptoms of compassion. Yes, no doubt he's showing. But he's showing compassion to the body only, not to the soul. Because if you want to show real compassion to the soul, you need to follow the instructions given by Krishna in the Shastra. Krishna is telling how you should show this compassion. Like today morning, we were seeing the class where Bharat Maharaj, he was so compassionate to a deer. He is such a great devotee. You know? Bharat means the whole India is called Bharat, right? In those days, the entire world is called Bharatavarsha. And there is one king, and his name was Bharat. So the Bharat, he renounced everything and went to the forest to meditate on Krishna. And he got compassion, so much compassion seeing a deer. The deer, the mother deer passed away, leaving behind his child. So yes, it's good to show compassion too. But he became too overly compassionate and he became so attached to the deer that he forgot his duties, his spiritual duties. And what happened when he died? He had to take birth as a deer next. So we must know how to also show compassion. You know, you become so overly compassionate and then you associate with the deer or anything you're associating with, you absorb that qualities, right? So real compassion is to instruct the souls how to go back home, back to Godhead. This is real compassion, right? So if you go, we'll see another verse where Prahlad Maharaj is speaking in the to Narasimha, the 7th canto. Prahlad Maharaj is speaking 2 verses. He says, Naivo Dhvijay Paradhuratta Vaitaranyas Tadvirya Ghayana Mahamrata Makra Chitta Soche Tato Vimuka Chetasa Indriyartha Mayashuka Haram Utpato Vimudhan. Prahlad Maharaj says, oh, heads of great personalities. So he's speaking to Lord Narasimha here. I am not afraid of material existence. For wherever I stay, I am fully absorbed in thoughts of your glories and activities. My concern is only for the fools and rascals for making elaborate plans for material happiness and maintaining their families, societies, countries. I am simply concerned with love for them. So you see how a pure devotee is thinking. He's thinking how to help these people because they are making so much elaborate plans for material happiness, maintaining the family, society, and countries, which cannot be maintained. No matter how much we try, to have material happiness, this material happiness will finish when the body is gone. That is why, even though you may be a PhD holder, you may be a person with IQ of 140, 150, Nobel laureate, Nobel Prize winner. But if your life is focused on building the temporary, this is asset, this is temporary. If you're going to invest your time and energy to work on something which is temporary, that is not intelligent, right? So everybody wants a permanent home, right? Imagine you waste so much of time building a sandcastle. Will that last long? You'll finish. Or let's say if you go to a holiday, when you go holiday, you stay in the hotel. You know it's temporary. 3 days you're going to stay there. Will you buy furniture and keep inside the hotel? Will you decorate the hotel? No. So now this is what we are doing. We are spending so much time on the temporary, which will be taken at the time of death. Whereas somebody who is not even educated at all, somebody who never even went to school, but he understands the eternal, the soul. He understands we are Atma. He understands there's an eternal connection with me and the Paramatma Krishna. And he invests his time working on that. He is more intelligent than the Nobel Prize winner. Because here is somebody who's working on the eternal principle of life, and here is somebody who's working on the temporary principle of life. So the devotee's compassion, Prahlad Maharaj is saying, my compassion here is to show concern for these people who have forgotten. You see, you must understand one thing. This body is temporary. It will finish, right? But guess what? You have a very great opportunity in this life. Why? Because लब्ध्वा सुदुर्लभम idam bahu sambhavante. Manusya arthadam anityam apiha dira. See, the manusya janma, there is a lot of meaning to this life. Even though it's anityam, even though it's temporary. Why? Turnam yated napaten anumrityu yavan nishrayasya vishaya kalau sarvatrasya. After many, many births and deaths, one achieves a rare human form of life, which, although temporary, affords one the opportunity to attain the highest perfection. So, after many, 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 many births, billions of births, we are getting this human life. And this body affords us the opportunity to attain the highest perfection. So, even though you have a body which is temporary, you can go to the eternal. You can connect to the eternal. From asad, you can become sat. Thus, a sober human being should quickly endeavor for the ultimate perfection of life, as long as his body, which is always subject, has not fallen down and died. After all, sense gratification is available in the most abominable species of life, whereas Krishna consciousness is possible only for human beings. So you understand the bonus you have. Mana eva manusyanam karana bandha mokshayo. Your mind, in the human form of life, only you have a mind. Of course, animals also have a mind, but their mind is always thinking about eating, sleeping, mating, defending. Whereas your mind has the faculty to connect to this eternal knowledge, this Sanatan Dharma. So he said, Mana eva manusyanam karanam bandha mokshayo. If your mind is attached to material activities, it becomes entangled. But if the same mind, if it's used to attain spiritual knowledge, it can attain moksha, liberation. So that mind, which makes you go through so many lives, as a fish, as a plant, as a tree, as a donkey, as a dog. But in human life, that mind can actually, if you know how to control that mind, the mind it can become your best. It can be the worst of enemy or the best of your friend. It can help you to come out of this cycle of birth and death. So this is a bonus we have, that we should not waste this human life like cats and dogs. So that is why Prahlad Maharaj further says, so one more verse, following verse from the previous 43, 7, 9, 44. So Prahlad Maharaj says, Kayana Deva Munayo Somukti Vimukti Kaman Maunam Charanti Vishane Naprartha Nishtaya Naitan Vihaya Kripan Vimuksha Eko Nanyam Tvatasya Saranam Dhrimato Nupashya. Dear Lord Narasimha, I see that there are many saintly persons indeed, but they are interested only in their own deliverance, not caring for the big cities and towns. They go to Himalayas or the forest to meditate with vows of silence. Maunavrata. They are not interested in delivering others. As for me, however, I do not wish to be liberated alone, leaving aside all these poor fools and rascals. I know that without Krishna consciousness, without taking shelter of your lotus feet, one cannot be happy. Therefore, I wish to bring them back to your shelter of your lotus feet. This is compassion. So there are many munis, they go to the mountain, meditate, they are doing their own sadhana. That is bhajananand. They do their own bhajan. But a pure devotee like Prahlad, he is a Goshtanandi. Goshtanandi means one who wants to go out there and preach and help others understand. Bring them out of the ignorance. So this is real compassion. See? So the compassion that a pure devotee is, displaying, where do you think that is coming from? Right? Where do you think the compassion comes from? Any answer? If a devotee has so much compassion, where is it coming from? Yeah. So because we are part and parcel of the Lord. So when whatever the Lord has, we also have. Of course, in minute quantity, but in perfection, we will have those qualities of the Lord. So Lord also has that intense desire to liberate us. That is why he keeps coming in so many avatars, right? Like if you see in the Dasavatara Stotra, Vedan udbharate jagati vahate bhugolam udviprate daityam dharayate palim chalete kshatrakshyam kurvate paulasyam jayate palim halayate kharunyam atanvate malachan murtayate dasakriti krite krishnaya tukyam. This is the 10 avatars of Vishnu sung by Jayadev Goswami, the final sloka. So they are coming to, if you see the 9th avatar, he said Karunyam Atanvate. Who is Karunyam Atanvate? That is Lord Buddha. Why is he called compassionate? Because when Lord Buddha appeared, people were misusing the Vedas to kill the animals. They were doing a lot of animal sacrifice. Animal sacrifice is there in the Vedas, yes. But there is a proper procedure how to do it. And if you do it properly, you chant the mantra properly, the animal which is sacrificed receives a new body. And actually, it's not only the very few, only the kings could do it when they do the big sacrifice, Rajasvaya Yajna. So actually, it's in Kali Yuga, it's not allowed because there's no such Brahmana who can bring back the animal alive. So people were misusing those verses and saying, "Oh, I think Vedas is telling kill the animals. Why not?" So they were using the Vedas, misinterpreting Vedas, killing animals. So Krishna appeared as Lord Buddha. And the first thing he did was to deny the Vedas. He said, since you are misusing Vedas, let's stop the Vedas for a while. Forget about it. Close it. Just follow me. Do nothing. Be nirvana. Be still. So it's an emergency he did. Why? Out of compassion, to stop them from killing. Right? But of course, when Vedas is not there, Veda Narayana Sakshat. If Vedas is not there, we cannot understand the ultimate purpose of life, right? So in order to bring back the Vedas, Krishna had to come again. So he first, Adi Shankaracharya came, yes, Lord Shiva came with Adi Shankaracharya to defeat the Buddhism philosophy. Of course, we accept Buddha as, Lord Buddha as incarnation. But because his philosophy is not giving the right conclusion, we reject that. Even devotees reject that. Because you cannot be, nirvana means to be totally in the, your existence is finished. You're negating your existence. But you as an Atma, you have an existence. You have an eternal existence. Krishna says in the Gita, you know, he says here, नातो एव चतुनाथं नातो निमे जनाधिपा नातैव न भविष्यमः सर्वे वयम् अथापरः. Never was there a time when I did not exist, nor you, nor all these things, nor in the future any of us that cease to be. So our existence cannot cease to exist. The soul cannot be destroyed, as if we read the Bhagavad Gita. Nainam chintati sastrani, nainam dahati pavaka, na chainam kledayanti asho, na sosheti marataha. The soul cannot be cut into pieces, the soul cannot be burned, the soul cannot be withered by the wind, cannot be dried up by the wind, it cannot be dissolved in water. So nothing material can destroy the soul. So to destroy the soul into nirvana, that is not the right philosophy. For temporary, yes, you can stop the activities. Just like a child, he's always active playing, right? You can stop him from playing for a while, but for how long? He will do some naughty. So the real philosophy is not to stop the child from doing naughty things, but to give him something better to do, engage him in a higher thing. So like that, Shankaracharya came, he defeated the Buddhist philosophy, he brought back the Vedas. But even Shankaracharya did not give the complete philosophy. He spoke about God in a very impersonal way. Then after that, Vaishnava Acharyas came, Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and they brought back the conception of God as the person also. So he's not only impersonal, but you can connect with him in love and devotion. Like what we are doing today, Damodara, today is the first day of Damodara, right? Mother Yashoda is tying Krishna. So Krishna is a form, Krishna is a person. Krishna is reciprocating with his mother. People are surprised, how come God is getting punished by the mother? How come God has mother? You know, Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. He has no mother, right? He's Anadir. There's nobody before him. But yet he is coming to be punished by Mother Yashoda. Why? Because he is reciprocation of devotion with her. There's a relationship, right? there is ananda. You can only get happiness when there is a relationship, when there's activity. When there is no activity with the beloved, there is no beloved and the lover. Right? How there's no transaction of love, where the happiness comes from. So you can merge into the light. Yes, you can become one with the Krishna's light, the effulgence, but you won't find true happiness there. You'll be peaceful for a while. After that, you will be searching for activities. You will come down again. So now back to the point. The question I was asking, where the compassion comes from? It comes from the Lord. So if we see another verse, where is the Aishwaryasya Samagrasya? Shambharu. See, 574. So this is Vishnu Puran. Now we will see the qualities. So yes, Aishwaryasya, Samagrasya, Veerasya, Yashasya, Shriya, Jnana Vairakyoschaiva, Shannam Bhaga iti Khana. So there are six qualities. Of course, God has unlimited qualities, but there are six principal qualities which the word. So when you say Bhagavan, Bhagavan means one who possesses. Right? Like when you say Vidwan, Vidwan means I'm possessing knowledge. Balavan, I'm possessing strength. So Bhagavan means he possesses six qualities. What are they? Opulence, rich, wealth. So he is full of wealth, unlimited wealth. He is full of strength. Nobody can compete with him in strength. He is full of fame. Yashasha. He is full of wealth, opulence, knowledge, beauty, Shriya, and renunciation. Nobody can compete with him in renunciation. Like when he was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, 24 years old, he became sannyas. He had everything. He had wife, family, everything. He was so, whole of Bengal was glorifying him for his scholarship. Nobody could debate with him. That much scholarship he had. And then he gave up everything and took sannyas. So what? For compassionate, because he wanted to preach to us. Because he wanted to give this knowledge of Krishna Bhakti, he renounced everything for the higher purpose. So they renounce the smaller activities and they take up the bigger activity of preaching, of spreading Krishna consciousness. So now my question to you is this good enough? If somebody is very strong, very famous, very wealthy, knowledgeable, beauty, renounced, is this good enough? Yeah, of course, this attracts. If somebody is very strong, we are attracted to them. Nice. If somebody is famous, we are attracted to them. Why? We want to take a picture with them. We want to take a picture with them not because they are famous. I mean, they are famous, yes, but we want to take a picture for our own sense gratification because we want to show our friend. You see, I took a picture with so and so Virat Kohli. So Virat Kohli is just how to say, a person that I'm using for my own enjoyment, right? So my question again, is this good enough to have full of fame, wealth, knowledge, beauty, renounce? Yeah, I'm very beautiful. Yes or no? What do you think? If somebody possesses all this, is it good enough? Why no? What? Not there. It's not only eternally. You see, if I am so beautiful, I can misuse my beauty, right? I can go around and have an affair with so many ladies, right? Correct. If I'm so rich, I can bribe the government and do whatever I want to do, right? You understand what I'm trying to make clear? What I'm trying to say here? If I'm so, you see, strong, so many demons were strong. Hiranyakashipu was so strong, right? All the demigods were afraid of him. They were under his feet. So he misused his strength, right? So unless you have compassion, all these qualities will not be used in the right way. You understand? So why we are attracted to Krishna is not only because he has these qualities, because he is compassionate enough to use these qualities for our benefit. You understand? This is why we love Krishna. This is why we love Rama. That's why we love God. Because despite possessing so much of power that can destroy you, he still gives shower his love on you. This is different between our Sanatana Dharma and the Abrahamic culture. Because they say that God sends you to eternal hell. If someone tells you to eternal hell, where is the compassion? Right? I had actually a debate with one of my Muslim friends before I came to temple. So I asked this point, like, if you're saying he sends you to eternal hell, then he lacks compassion. So how can God lack compassion? That cannot be. Something is wrong in your philosophy then. God is full of compassion. Let's analyze Lord Rama, right? Lord Rama went with Vishwamitra, right, to the forest to kill the demons, Tadaka, and all this. He was assisting Vishwamitra, and Vishwamitra brought him to what is that kingdom? Sita's kingdom, Janaka Maharaj, Mithili, right? Mithila. So they came to Mithila, and Vishwamitra wanted to arrange the marriage between Sita and Ram. So obviously he has to talk to the father. No? Janaka comes and then he introduced them. This is Rama. He is so beautiful, right? Beauty, unlimited beauty he has. Look at him. So Janaka was there. Yes, he's right. He's very beautiful. He is expert. Nobody can Nobody can challenge him in his archery. He was his Supreme Lord himself. The best. He is the best in archery. How he destroyed the demons like that, right? So, and then he said he is the son of Dasarath. So he's fame. So Dasarath is very famous. So he's connecting fame. So all these things he was telling. After that, you know what he told? So you must understand, Janaka Maharaj priest is Shatananda, and Shatananda is the son of Ahalya. You know Ahalya? Ahalya is the wife of Gautam Rishi. Gautam Rishi, so there was an incident that happened. Gautam Rishi, Indra comes and have a relationship with Gautam Rishi's wife. Because Ahalya is so beautiful. She is the Manasa Putri of Brahma, right? So beautiful. So Indra wanted to enjoy her, and then he comes to the ashram of Gautam Rishi, and he creates an illusion that it is now Mangalarati time. So Gautam Rishi gets up, and then he goes to take his bath, and then Indra comes as Gautam Rishi and goes into the room of Ahalya. And Ahalya, she understands that this is not my husband. She knows that it is Indra. And this is where she makes a mistake. Her mistake was, she said, let me enjoy with Indra. How will I don't want to miss this opportunity. So she made a mistake. And then they had a relationship that time. And Gautam Rishi went to bathe in the water. He understood something is wrong. He came back. When he came back, he saw Indra running away as a cat. Cat are very sneaky. So Indra became a cat and ran away. And then he understood that Indra had an affair with his wife. And he got so angry, he cursed both of them. Said, you Indra, you're so lusty, your body may be filled with vagina. So you're seeing Indra is having a lot of eyes, right? So at first it was vagina. Because he was so lusty. He was going around with so many men's wives. So, but of course, Indra got a benediction saying, please don't. Then Gautam Rishi said, fine, you'll make it into eyes. So, and then he also cursed his wife to go into Prashita. Say, you better be a stone. Some people say stone, some versions. Some people say become invisible. People cannot see you also. So, in this time, you will do your Prashita. So, Gautam Rishi understood in the future Rama will come and Rama will give her the, he will take out the curse. So she was punished like that, and she became a stone, and then she was just over there. After many thousands of years, Ram came, and Vishwamitra purposely brought Ram to this ashram. And when Ram went in, his feet, when Ram entered into that place, immediately she gained her. So Ram forgave her. Yes, no doubt she made a mistake, but Ram was compassionate enough, more compassionate than her own husband, and he forgave her. And then he even told the husband to accept her again. She has cleared her sin, you accept her. So when Vishwamitra was introducing Ram to Janaka, he told this point. Because Shatananda is there, the son is there, and the son is thinking when my mother will be coming out of this quest. And then he told, Rama came. Rama is beautiful, yes. Rama is strong, he's famous. But he was so compassionate, he removed your mother from this curse. And he told your father to accept her again. Then Satyananda, his heart melted. What a compassionate person. Then the marriage, then Janaka also, wow. Then Janaka agreed, let them get married, Sita and Ram. So what was the quality that attracted? Right? The compassion of the Lord. Right? Even if you see his dealings, when he was dealing with Guha, right? You deal with somebody who's your equal, right? Let's say I am earning such and such amount, I'm a millionaire. Most of my friends will be millionaires, right? If I'm a billionaire, most of my friends will be billionaires. I'm not going to associate with a beggar on the street. But here, Rama, he's the king, he's the king of the whole universe. He's coming to associate and give friendship to monkeys. He's giving friendship to a hunter like Guha, who is like, so-called low born, right? Who doesn't have so much good habits like, the kings. Rama is associating. And if you go to Kishkinda Kanda, he's in the forest. You see, Vali is there, right? Vali and what is that? Sugriva. Sugriva lost everything. Sugriva was hiding in fear of Vali in Kishkinda. With only 4 or 5 people, Hanuman was there. And nothing he had. Zero. Lost his wife, lost his kingdom. Almost killed by his brother. Right? Rama lost his wife. Right? Rama can go to go to Vali and say, Vali, you're so strong. You actually defeated Ravana before also. Can you help me to fight Ravana? Did he go and see Vali? No. Where he went? He went to see Sugriva and Hanuman. Why? Because they are devotees. And guess what? When he went to see him, so you see, he doesn't even care how strong you are. He cares for your devotion. So, because you see, he's full of strength. Right? Rama is full of strength. Why would he be attracted to you? Let's say I have 100% strength. Let's say let's give an example. I can carry 300 kilos. Let's say you can carry 200 kilos. Will I be attracted to you? If you can carry 400 kilos, then I'll be attracted to you, because you can carry more than me. So here is somebody who has unlimited strength. Why he will be attracted to your strength? Why would he be attracted to your fame? What's your fame compared to him? Why would he be attracted to your knowledge? Krishna spoke the Bhagavad Gita. Anybody spoke this kind of book before? Would he be attracted to your IQ of 150, 140? He has more than you. But what attracts him to you is your devotion, your bhakti. Which is why Rama went to see Sugriva and Hanuman, because they had bhakti. Bhakti is even more powerful than all these put together. It can even control the Lord. Like you see Mother Yashoda. Krishna is so strong, but with her bhakti, muscle power, she tied the Lord. Right? So that's why sometimes when we see Bhagavan means one who possesses these 6 qualities, right? But sometimes devotees are called Bhagavan. You know why? Because devotee possesses the Bhagavan. He possesses the person who has all these 6 qualities in full. So isn't he stronger than the Lord? So the devotee's devotion is so powerful that the Lord cannot stop but be in his embrace. Of course, the Chaurastakam, many of you all know that Bilva Mangal Thakur, he said that you may run away from me, but I have captured you in my heart. You cannot run away. I have captured you very tightly in my heart. This is the power of a devotion, power of devotee. So when Rama, now you see, when he goes to meet Sugriva in Kishkin with Hanuman, what is the first thing Sugriva told him? Okay, imagine I have a problem. I'm coming to you for advice. I lost my Rama is coming. Just imagine, I lost my wife. No, you listen to my story. I lost my wife. Like you go to someone to tell your problem, and then they tell 100 problems to you. How would you feel? He said, what is this nonsense guy? I'm coming for help, and he's telling me his problem. But did Rama even complain once? Sugriva was pouring out his heart. I am having this problem, then A to Z. Rama said, okay, I will help you first. After I help you, only we will find Sita. No problem. Who will do this? Unless you're compassionate, only you can do this, right? And after Sugriva got his wife, he was enjoying, He forgot about Sita Bhavan. Rama was still waiting patiently. The Chaturmas raining. It was raining weather. Rama was just waiting. And this guy was enjoying. Patiently, he just waited. Until Lakshman got angry and he started shouting at Sugriva, what you are doing? Now we have to find Sita. So he put aside his own wife to help another man's wife. This is compassion, right? So if God has so much of compassion, then what about the devotees? The devotees have more compassion. That is why God himself is attracted to the devotees. That's why he says here, Nirapeksham munim shantim nirvainam samadharshanam anugrahaya aham nityam pujayati angri renubihi. See this verse here. Is it 11, 14, 6? Do you know what is the verse number? Nirapeksha munim shantim. So anyway, I can't find. Somebody can find. So Nirapeksha means one who has no desires, no material desires. Munim means one who's very thoughtful, always thinking about Krishna. Shanti means very peaceful. Nirvairam, he is not an enemy to anyone, like Yudhishthira. Ajatra Shatra. Nobody has born to be his enemy. He doesn't consider anybody his enemy. Nirvairam Samadharshanam. He sees everybody equal. You see everybody as part and parcel of Krishna. If somebody has these qualities, he's called a devotee. So Krishna says, Anugrahaya, he said, I will follow the footsteps of these devotees. A person who contains all these 6 qualities, Anuvrajami aham nityam, I follow in their footsteps. Pujayeti angri renubihi, I want to take the dust of their feet and wash the whole world. You see, we are coming to the Lord and praying to his feet for mercy and help. And Lord is saying, I want to take the dust of the lotus feet of, like now you're mopping your house. You're putting some Dettol and mopping. So Krishna don't put Dettol. He takes the dust of the devotees, put inside and he mops. That's his mopping technique. So devotee is so merciful. The Lord says, I will take their dust and I will clean the whole universe. Which is why the Lord comes and he does so many pastimes. Vrindavan pastime, Rama comes. So many pastimes they are performing to give us. When we discuss about these pastimes, we also will learn how to be compassionate, right? We will learn about these qualities, right? So this is why God comes. So we can learn this. And now the next point is Jai Shri Shri Radha. Huh? Yeah, just let me show you the translation. 11, 14, 16. With the dust of my devotees' lotus feet, I desire to purify the material worlds which are situated within me. Thus, I always follow the footsteps of my pure devotees. See, Krishna said, I follow their footsteps, who are free from personal desire, nirapeksha, wrapped in my thought of my pastimes, muni, peaceful, shanti, without any feeling of enmity, nirbhairam, and of equal disposition, samadharshanam. Lord wants to serve such devotees because their compassion is so great. Like now in Ramayana also, Rama says, Sakrideva prapannoyos tavasmiti chayachate abhayam sarvada tasmai, what's that? Dadami vratam mama. So what is the meaning? He said, if only once, Sakrideva prapanna, only once you chant my name, Rama, I surrender unto you, I'm yours. I will protect them. Abhayam sarvada tasme. I will remove all the fear. I will protect that soul. If you just call my name only once. So who did that? Vibhishan. So even though Vibhishan was a asura, Rakshasa, Rama accepted. But you know what is the point here? He's telling you surrender. But if you go to the last, Yuddha Kanda, the war was happening. So Ravana is killed, finished, right? So Hanuman comes to bring back Sita. And when he comes, Hanuman, you know what he says? All these Rakshasi, Sita is feeling embarrassed because Hanuman is coming. As a queen, usually they'll give gifts, right? I have nothing with me, Hanuman. I got nothing to give you. Please accept. Next time I will give something, she said. Then Hanuman said, you don't need to give me anything, mother. You just give me permission. All these Rakshasi who are torturing you for the last 1 year, I want to kill them. Can you help me? Let me do that. I want to smash them. Then you know what Sita said? No. They have surrendered onto me. I cannot do that. I cannot let you do that. Did they surrender? No. They didn't surrender. If you rewind back, so Sita had one Trijata, one Rakshasi was taking care of her. She was very favorable to Sita. And all the other people, they will always disturb her and irritate her and abuse her. So one day Trijata had a dream. In the dream, she saw that Rama is going to win the war. You can see the omens, right? So she was seeing Rama is coming victorious then she said in the early morning, if you see early morning dream, let's say 3 a.m., 4 a.m., it will come through. So she went and told, so it is coming from here. She told her, I had an early morning dream that Rama is going to win the war. Don't worry, Ravana will be destroyed. And Sita became very happy. Then all the Rakshasis were there. And then Trijata said, all of you all better surrender onto Sita. If you surrender onto her, she can give protection to your, Then they were afraid because they don't know what if Ravana wins. If Ravana wins and we surrender onto Sita, Ravana will chop our head, So they said, no, we don't want to do anything. They just kept quiet. So they never even say, I will surrender onto Sita. But then Sita says, when Hanuman came, Sita says, no, they surrender to me. You don't kill them. They are under my protection. So we can see Sita is devotee of Ram. Devotee has the magnitude of a devotee's mercy even more than Ram. So that's why Krishna says, instead, don't surrender unto me. Eme bhakta chana partha. Eme bhakta tamo. We'll show you those 1128. Adi. Madhya. Eme bhakta jana partha. Name bhakta sate jana. Mat bhaktanam daye bhaktyas. Eme bhakta tamamataha. Lord Krishna told Arjuna, those who are my direct devotees are actually not my devotees, but those who are the devotees of my servant are actually my devotees. So many people in Hinduism, we think that we can go directly to the Lord. The Lord said, no, you go to my devotee. And he gives a recommendation letter, and then I'll give you the post. So we need the mercy of a pure devotee. So Prabhupada is here. That we are taking shelter of his knowledge, his compassion, that he went with a heart attack at 70 years old, crossing the ocean for us. Just like Bhishmadev was dying, right? What was Bhishmadev doing? When he was, every inch of his skin was stabbed with arrows. And the last moment, what he's giving instructions to Yudhishthira. He's giving knowledge about Krishna to Yudhishthira. How compassionate you must be. You are suffering here and you are teaching someone. Guess what? Prabhupada did the same. You may have seen the video. He's on his deathbed. He's breathing his final few breaths. And he's still giving instructions on the Srimad Bhagavatam. So similarly, Prabhupada had that compassion of Bhishmadev to help us, even despite all the suffering he went through. So we have to surrender to that devotee, such a devotee like Srila Prabhupada. Then Krishna accepts. Then Krishna is so compassionate. Oh, this person is surrendering to even more compassionate, but a person doing better, I help him. Right? So this is the point. And you can see here, Uddhava says this following verse, that verse again. So this is the verse from Srimad Bhagavatam 11:7-18. Tasmad bhavantam anavadyam anantaparam sarvakyam ishwaram akunda vikunda vishnam nirvanna dhiraham yuhe Krishnabhikaho Narayanam narashakam saranam prapatye. So what is this meaning? Tasmad bhavantam anavadyam anantaparam. Therefore, O Lord, this is spoken by Uddhava, feeling weary of material life and tormented by his distress. So everybody is going through this, right? Everybody is tormented. Vikunta Dishnam. We are in the place of Kunta, anxiety, always anxious. Nothing is ever stable in our life. Right? So because of this, right, Uddhava says, I surrender unto you because you are the perfect master. You are the unlimited, Anantam. You are all knowing, just Sarvakyam. Krishna is Sarvakyam, everything he knows. Whose spiritual abode is Vaikuntha and is free from all disturbances. Vikunta. In fact, you are known as Narayana, the true friends of all living beings. So basically, he's saying that you are so unlimited, you are so, Tasmad Bhavantam Anavadyam Anantaparam. Right? You are actually in Vaikuntha, but you have left Vaikuntha and come to save us. Correct? In the Suprabhadam, right? Sri Vaikuntha Viraktaya Swami Pushkarani Tate Ramaya Ramamanaya Venkateshaya Mangal. Vaikuntha Viraktaya. Virakti means to detach, to give up, renounce. So Lord Narayana has removed, he has detached from even Vaikuntha. Why? Because he want to come to the Swami Pushkarani where Mother Lakshmi is there. Ramaya Ramamanaya Venkateshaya Mangalam. He's having, so you see how the Lord left Vaikuntha to come here. Example, like now, let's say you are, what is that to preach in Vaikuntha? Tell me, everybody devotee. What do you preach there? Everybody knows Krishna is supreme, right? So let's say, example, let's say you're fishing. You will fish in a pond where there's fishes. No, you won't go to the pond, there is no fish. So there is so many fishes like us in the material suffering. The Lord is coming to fish us. And you know how he fishes? He uses the net. And what is the net? Acharya, the Guru. He used the net of Acharya to catch us. See the mercy of the Lord? So both of them working together, the Acharya and Supreme Lord, the fisherman and his net working together to catch all of us fishes who are running away from him. Right? So he is Narayana Narashakam Saranam Prapatya. Even though he's Narayana, he's coming as a Narashakam, he's coming as your friend. So Acharya actually is a representation of Narayana himself. He's expanding as Narayana. The Lord is expanding himself as Acharya to help us. He is Guru within, and also he comes as outside the spiritual master. So this is the mercy and the compassion the Lord possesses, and the devotees possess. All we have to do is connect to that compassion. Connect. So now he said Narayana Narashakam Sharanam Prapati. How to Sharanam Prapati? In Vayu Puran, there is a verse. Narayana Nama Naro Naranam Tas Prashita Chauram Katita Prativyam Aneka Janmarjita Papa Sanchayam Kritya Sesham Shrutmata Eva. Narayana Nama Naro Naranam. He says that Prashita Chauram. Chauram means to steal. When you are sleeping at night, the thief makes so much of elaborate plan to come inside your house to steal your wealth. And this wealth is not earned 1-2 days. You work so hard, 10-20 years, right? 20-30 years you work, you have money, and the thief just comes in and steals with so much of great planning. Prasiddha Choram Katita Prativyam Aneka Janmarjita Papa Sanchayam. So similarly, we, for so many millions of life, Papa Sanchayam, Aneka Janmarjita, again and again and again, we are collecting so much of sins, Papa. that Narayana Nama comes and steals everything. Hritya Sesham Srutmata Eva. Everything destroyed by chanting the name of Narayana. Of course, we chant the name of Narayana and Krishna same. So in the Kali Yuga, we chant the name Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. By chanting this name, all the accumulated sin you have collected for millions and millions of births, it is finished. Just when you say Hari, Hari Bol, Hari, he takes away everything. All your misery he takes away. We only need to open the mouth and say. And how will we open our mouth and say unless we have belief? If we have no faith, right? Shraddha. We have no Shraddha, how you will say? It's why you need to come to the temple and listen to people, the devotees here, who have faith. Then they can infect. You know, if you have disease, if you have COVID, you go to somebody with COVID, you also get, right? So if somebody is infected, devotees are infected with the Krishna Bhakti, they will also infect you. They will make your faith stronger. So the process is there, everything is there. You just have to plug in. You just have to connect. Right now you're connecting in so many, you're trying to find connection in so many things which are not giving you happiness. You thought, okay, let me watch cricket. Yeah, nice, 2 hours I watch. After that, is the happiness continuing? I watched a movie, nice. Is the happiness continuing? So I'm connecting to all these temporary things which cannot give me happiness. And here I connect to the Supreme Lord, Krishna, who satisfies me in every way. How? Let me give you an example. Everybody has brother, everybody has sister, everybody has uncle, auntie, father, mother. There are many relationships, right? But what the father can do, the mother cannot do. What the mother can do, the brother cannot do. What the sister can do, the uncle cannot do. You have to, everybody is different person, no? But when you connect to the Supreme person, Supreme Brahman, Krishna, he is your father, your sister, brother, everything is there. One person he connects everything. Or let's say now, imagine you want food. Let's say you like some cake. The cake is nice, sweet, right? Very nice. But the cake can protect you. It cannot protect you. It's nice, sweet. Now you have a gun. Gun can protect you, okay? But is the gun sweet? No, right? The gun cannot eat as a sweet, You shoot your mouth, finish. But the Lord, He is so sweet. Adaram Madaram, Nayanam Madaram, Asitam Madiram. He's so sweet, and same time He protects you. He protects you from everything, and He removes your sin. And same time He's so sweet that He gives you so much of happiness. So everything culminates in the Lord. So we have to connect in a loving devotional relationship with Him. And we can do that, then we will transcend this. And with that same compassion, what we learned today, we have to give to others. As Krishna says here, we will see 2 slokas here. Krishna says, Ya idam paramam bhuyam madbhakte subhashate bhaktin mayam param kritva ev nam evashyati asansayaha. For one who explains this supreme secret to devotees, pure devotional service is guaranteed. And at the end, he will come back to me. So what you must do, just not understand this. You must explain it to others. Right? You must help others understand this. You must help others understand how compassionate Krishna is, how compassionate Rama is. You're trying to find compassion from others. My dear sir, please help me. You're my master. We want to get some help from others, right? Our boss. We want somebody to help us. Why not the Supreme Lord? Right? And when you chant this holy name, millions of lifetime of sin is finished. You chant without offense. If you chant seriously, all finished. So you may wonder how. Right? You may ask this question. So many millions of life I'm doing Papa. How come in one time I'm trying Hare Krishna is gone? Of course, you cannot make sin again. You must understand this. Not that you make sin and then you chant. Then you make sin, you chant. That is offensive. You cannot do that. right? So now my question to you is, if I chant this holy name of the Lord and all my sin is finished for millions of years, how come? We were saying, Narayana Nama, Narayana, everything taken, how come? Let's give an example. Let's say we have a room. Let's say this room is dark for 100 years. There's no light. So 100 years is dark, Somebody comes and lights a lamp. Does the light take 100 years to overcome the darkness? How long the light takes to overcome the darkness of 100 years? Seconds. Seconds, like that. So if a normal light, material light, can take away darkness within a second, even though darkness was 100 years old, then what about the spiritual holy name of the Lord? It will take away that sin. And you must, provided you don't do again, and you be strong in your spiritual life, in your devotional service, you will definitely come out of this person. So it's getting late, so I think I should end here. This is the point I would like to make today about compassion. So let's also learn how to be having that compassion. Let's first start chanting the holy name of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. And then you will see your heart will automatically become compassionate, like how Arjuna was compassionate in the battlefield. Right? So we'll end here. We'll have a last Harati followed by Prasadam. So please come weekly because we have the Damodara month for the next 1 month until 27 November. Come and light the lamp. The Lord is so compassionate. He's giving you a like mega sale. Come and take His mercy. Come and take His mercy and offer the lamp. Right? You may think that, oh, if I offer the lamp, what is the big deal? But one lamp offering, you're clearing thousands of life of sin. If, well, let's say like one day you see Yamaraj say, you're actually lucky. You're supposed to go to hell, but because that day you offer the lamp. So if offering lamp is so powerful, how about daily offering, daily chanting the name of Krishna, offering prasadam, offering bhoga to Krishna, eating the prasadam. How much if you do it every day, right? So there's no question. We will stop here. Upstairs, you can, if you don't have the chanting beads, please buy the chanting beads. Start chanting. Start chanting. Buy the books. Start reading. Get more strong in this process. So now we will have last arati. Okay. Jai Grandhara Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Jai Shri Prabhupada.